Over the many years that I've played this game, I've had many Minecraft worlds, too many to count. The only problem is, after a few months, I completely scrap it and never visit them again. My goal for this world is to play it for almost forever, doing the most insane projects, building the most insane farms, and the most insane builds that I've ever done. The only problem is, my current base is looking like this. Although this definitely isn't the worst base I've ever had, I want to make it feel a little bit better so I can prepare for bigger and better projects in the near future, with this base just sort of not cutting it. For example, this is my current sorting system, with under 15 double chests of storage. The problem with this being that the base I want to make requires over 500,000 items, which, as you can see, my storage system definitely doesn't allow to that. My plan in this video is to create sort of a halfway base that, although is still not small, will give me the space and the resources to make my full-time base. The only slight problem with that is this new base still requires well over 65,000 items, and let's just say that my tools are definitely not up to scratch. This is obviously not the first time I've ever played this world, as most videos start, as I'm on day 136 of this world. However, this world I'm planning on having tens of thousands of days, so I did not think recording the early stages was necessary. The problem now is that, despite my time in this world, all I've really done is max out my armor, which was the main cause of time, and I also had to get 2 sets of armor because I died in lava early on. So, despite the fact that I have 2 netherite tools, my armor and tools, as you can see, are depleting in durability. So my plan is to use this house that I've built as a mending villager. I've just found an armadillo farm that does not require many resources at all apart from the armadillos themselves, and some infested potions. That would be a very good source of XP, because currently the only XP farm that I have is zombie XP farm, and it is completely garbage. And if we're going to be mining over 70,000 blocks, having the proper tools and XP to mend our tools is vital for this. So I will get collecting on the materials. Now we just need to wait for night time, but in the meantime, I think what I'm going to do is head over to a savanna biome, because that's where we're going to find the armadillos. I'm going to grab some leads. The only slight issue is there is a bug that keeps happening where my horses keep disappearing whenever I log out while I'm riding them. So I've lost 2 horses so far, so I'm going to have to quickly tame a 3rd one, and hopefully I don't lose this one. There we go. So I will head over in this direction, because from what I believe there should be one over here, so hopefully I'm right. Found a savanna biome here, but I don't actually know how to find an armadillo. Oh, I think I see one right there. Okay, good. Found one. Now we need a second one. Ooh, this is great. We found 2 of them. So, looks like that other guy is not going to have to be put into this. We are going to have to be careful when we do this, because having them on the horse has proven to be quite annoying. Alright, so we have our zombie in, and we have our armadillos in, which should have made a baby. Okay, so I believe they cannot breed while rolled up, so we will breed them right here. Yep, so we have 2, and I'm just going to repeat this process basically until we have enough. I think the next thing on our list is, while we wait for these guys to be ready, which will happen every 5 minutes, and while we wait for nighttime, is I'm going to go to a swamp biome, which I know the coordinates of in the nether, which I have right here, so we need to go to negative 550 and negative 175. And hopefully by the time we get there, it'll be nighttime, so we can farm some slimes. Oh my goodness, okay. Bit embarrassing. I had this entire plan of going to the swamp doing all this. Turns out, when I was browsing the wiki, a few hours ago, I saw slime block, and I was like, okay, cool, oozing, that's what it is, we need the oozing thing, and I was just thinking in my head, oozing, that doesn't sound right, I need infested. Turns out, all you need for infested is some stone. So all I should need to do is place a piece of stone in each of these, and that'll create our infested potions, and then we'll put a piece of gunpowder in each of these to make them splash potions. So once we've bred all the armadillos, which we're going to go for 20, which is the max amount, we will throw a splash potion of infestation on them, and when they take damage from the campfires that they're on, they have a 10% chance of spawning up to 1 to 3 silverfishes. But because of the zombie we put in there, it will cause the armadillos to take no damage, so the farm will go for over 3 minutes, which is how long each potion lasts. But because we're brewing a lot of them, for example, just this batch alone will give us 27 minutes of the farm running, and because it's so simple, we can basically infinitely just do this, which is going to be a way better source of XP when we get mending for our pickaxes. So this is going to be a bit of a lengthy process to breed all these before we can get the actual villager. So we have arrived in the village, and unfortunately, this means I will have to move 2 at a time, which is a bit frustrating. I could always set up a little area here, but I'd like to have my villagers at my base, so I don't have to constantly, move them around, whatever. So I think I'm just gonna find one around here. I think there's one in this house to my left. So we will place a bed here, shelve him into here also. And I will make the journey back. Now I'm just gonna try and get this guy to get mending. So I've got mending, but 34 is a bit pricey. So I think I'm just gonna reroll. Ooh. Got mending for 16 and the paper trade. I think I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, okay, so after trading everything I have, I am left with 5 emeralds after all that. So I think the option is definitely to go with a second villager. So I'm gonna go back to the village, do the exact same thing I did, except this time I'm going to make him a Fletcher so I can trade sticks with him. Alright, so now I have got every single piece of my armor and tools with mending. The last thing I need to do is get the armadillo farm up and running, which I have almost done. Okay, so now as you can see, we've got the all 20 armadillos in here, and they are being constantly scared by this zombie here, which will keep them from taking damage, hopefully. You can see them. I think this is normal yet. I'll go out of their shell for a second, but that won't kill them. So what we do is we take one of these things, we throw an infestor potion right here, and then as they take damage, you can see already, good god. So I'm going to, for this, have this in my hand and see how quickly we'll get XP. And although it's not the fastest thing, it is definitely faster than a traditional mob farm, so you can see, yeah, pretty good. The first two goals of this video being checked off, that being getting the Mending villages and the armadillos. With that being done, we can start making progress on the material gathering for the base. So I've set up a little base here temporarily, which is right underneath where the actual base is going to go, and all of these chests are going to need to be filled with items completely for the build. As you can see here, this is a complete material list of what we need, so I'm going to start picking out the things that I can work on first. So I think the first item on the agenda here is to build a moss farm, because I need quite a lot of moss, bone meal, and everything of that kind of sort. So I think that would be the first kind of baseline farm to build. So I'm going to get the resources for that. Oh, shit, I'm gonna die. So I'm here in the end portal. I was originally not going to fight the Ender Dragon until day 1000, and I'm only on day 234, but the thing is, I need a bunch of calcite and tough for this build, or tough for the later build, and the problem with that being is that each geode has more than an inventory's worth of resources that I want to carry, so the only logical thing was, because Minecraft's inventory is terrible, is to quickly fight the Ender Dragon. I'm not going to pick up an Elytra, I'm going to go find cities, but I'm not going to pick up the Elytra from there, because I just don't want the temptation. But yeah, we're going to just go in, and we're going to fight the dragon. It's actually good. I like these platforms, because they're easy for making farms later on, like concrete dupers, which I don't even know if I want to build, to be honest. A bit rusty. I only have a stack of arrows with me, so this could... That should hit, yep. Goodness gracious, there we are. There we are. On the version I used to play, which was Bedrock, you never used to be able to do this, so being able to take out the crystal from below, it's very, very handy. Oh, that hit, okay. That took a while. That was my first thing I've hit with a bow. Nice. Yeah, so there should only be 2 more. I mean, yeah, the thing is with the Ender Dragon fight, I've done it a lot of times. I've killed it total probably over like 100 times. So it's not and I'm extremely geared out. So it's not really much of a hassle. Ow. I should have actually brought some potions, but it's whatever. I was thinking the armadillo farm, maybe the lingering potions would work better, but now I'm realizing it wouldn't really make a difference because it has like durability. Oh damn, nice. Okay, so now we just wait for the dragon to perch. That should be the last one. Yep. And she's perching. Alright. Really? I have a slight fear of, oh, she's perching. I have a slight fear of dying in the void, but I've done it with less good gear, and as long as I'm careful, there should be no worries. I will have to take mine of the portal cord on him, though. Why do you have to be difficult? Why do you have to be difficult? Everybody get flung. Yep. No way. Are you serious? And I don't have any arrows. Oh, okay. That's cool. Probably should have expected that to happen. But, yeah. Killed the dragon, I guess, yeah, cool. Oh, it resets the torches, I didn't know that. Yeah, I've killed the dragon so many times at this point that, like, it's not, like, anything crazy, but, I could go back home real quick just in case I lose the... just in case I die, but, it shouldn't be that big a deal. So I think the next thing I want to work on is the mud, and we don't need too much, but it's over a shulker box, so probably around more than 2 shulker boxes. And I think just making a mud farm is going to be very beneficial because I'm going to be needing a lot of mud for future projects. So I'm going to use this design I found. I'm going to leave a link in the description, and luckily the material list is pretty easy. We should have basically everything we need here anyway, so I'm going to go get the materials for that. I've got the mod file up and running. Basically it's really simple. All you gotta do, hold right click on the dirt here. Once it reaches the end, it'll activate the observer, activates the TNT, drops it down, and I've modified the collection system, so instead of just chest down there, it goes into an item dropper, goes here, up here, then into these barrels. And I will be making this look better in a bit. It's just right now I want to focus on functionality because I really need just the resources for my base. But yeah, so it's like it's as efficient as it can be. Essentially, I mean, there's probably better ways to do it, but I am limited by the amount of dirt that I have, and I only have about 9 stacks, and I need about 2 and a bit shulker boxes. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find an area probably over there, and I'm gonna mine a bunch of dirt up to start. After 80 hours and a week and a half of work, this build has finally been completed. As you could probably see from the time-lapse, I did get my elytra. That will be in the next video, as well as me making a gunpowder and sugarcane farm. As you could probably see in the time-lapse, each one of these houses has got a custom interior, which I will fill with villagers in either the next episode or the episode after that. I already have one villager here from curing, so I will get another villager and cure him as well, and then I'll make a villager breeder. I'm going to do an interior tour of my house so you can see what I've built. So this is the kind of the foyer, the entrance room with armor stands. This is the hall. This is only temporary, but this leads down to the storage area. This is the dining room. This is going to go down to a basement. This is the dining hall. This is the little lounge room with the candles. That's the back door. I think I will add a fence here just to be safe from any mobs. This is the kitchen with a cake and stuff of that nature and a fireplace. If you head up the stairs, this leads into the block section. So we have all these useful stuff like cartography tables, stone cutters, looms, anything that we need in the future. So yeah, just composters, note blocks, stuff of that nature. Oh, sorry, that's the jukebox. This is the potions room and storage for the potions. I'm going to be doing a lot of brewing, especially for the armadillo farm that I have. So I thought having a room with potions would be good. Heading up these stairs comes to my storage room. This is plenty of storage. I could have added more by getting rid of these bookshelves, but I thought they looked good. So between episodes, I will be sorting every single thing I've got into here, into organized storage. This also goes down back to the foyer. And yes, as you can see, there are 2 layers to this, and if we head up to the next floor, this is the enchant room. Got a little like waiting bay here, and the enchanting thing. I'm at a point where I am 448 days in, so I don't really need to enchant stuff, but in the future if I die, or like, you know, I need to enchant some more gear and stuff, that's always there, it's always handy to have, it's a must-have. And then the final floor you can see here is my bedroom, so this is where if I ever need to like AFK, like if I'm just going away for a bit, like, you know, having that, I'll have this. It's perfectly protected space, nothing can hurt me. And if we come up here, I've got this sort of attic thing, which its main purpose is this lookout point, and I can come up here and just fly away. It gives me a nice view of the entire build. These hopper roofs will all be oxidized. They haven't oxidized yet because I've just placed them, so it'll take probably around 30 to 40 hours of me just sitting around here, which I will be sitting around here for that amount of time just doing and working on projects. So yeah, I'm very happy. This isn't the first Minecraft video I've made, but it's definitely the first of this scale, so I'm really proud of how it turned out. This base looks big, but it's definitely not the biggest that's going to exist in this world. I am planning on doing something probably around 40 times larger than this, which would take months, if not over a year to do. So episodes will be a bit sporadic. I'm not sure what my upload schedule is going to be like, because already this video has taken me over a week and a half and over 90 hours of playing. So yeah, I hope you guys can be patient with the episodes, and I'll try and make each one better than the last. As I said, I'm going to be working on a creeper farm. I've made it. It's going to be fully automatic with the sugarcane farm and shulker packers. So in the next episode, I plan on making that creeper farm. I don't know if I'll get the design done in that video, but I'll at least have that operational so we can fly, because right now I've just been relying on killing creepers. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do at the end of each episode, I'm going to lay out what I'm going to do for the next episode, or at least what the plans are, and then the next episode I will reflect back and make new plans. So the things that I hope to achieve for the next video is the gunpowder and sugarcane farm. I want to make a villager breeder with a second villager here, so I can populate this area. I also want it to have a zombie curing station, so I can use some of those weakness potions that I have to get cheap trades for everything. This is going to be a recurring thing. In each episode, I want to be able to make a decoration for each one of my farms, and as you can see, these have already been decorated, but the mud farm and the moss farm are completely barren, as well as the mushroom stem farm. So I want to end this one as well. So I want to kind of do that. I don't know if this will be in the next video or the one after that, but I want to start terraforming the area around because as you can see here, there's a lot of stuff where this is floating and it's not really looking the best that it could. In the main thing I also want to work on next episode is making sure everything's lit up, because right now mobs can spawn, as you can see, all around here, and I don't want my villagers to die. And then, as I said, between episodes, I'm going to be working on organizing all my storage, because right now, this is mainly all my storage here, but it is completely just all over the place. So I want to work on that, but well, I'm not sure how this video is going to do. It could get 0 views, it could get 1,000, I don't know. But I want to thank anybody who watches this, especially to the end. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to ask you to like or subscribe. If you did enjoy it, you can leave a like and subscribe if you want. I'm not going to pressure you guys into doing anything, but I really hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to making more of this video in the future.